You know, depression isn't just sadness. It's the silence after the storm, when you realize the storm is still inside you. It's waking up tired even after sleeping 10 hours. It's smiling in front of people and crying behind closed doors. It's pretending you're okay, because you don't even have the words to explain what's wrong. I know that feeling, because I've been there. I've felt the weight of days that just blur together, when every morning feels like an argument between your mind and your heart. When you ask yourself, what's the point? Even before the day begins. But here's what I learned, behind every cloud, there's always a clear sky. Even when you can't see it, it's still there, waiting for you. And that's what I want to talk about today. Not just my experience with depression, but 10 real steps that can help you prevent, manage, or rise above it. Because healing isn't a race, it's a journey. And if not today, then tomorrow. I didn't even realize I was depressed at first. I thought I was just tired, just busy, just in a rough patch. But then the days started blending together. Music didn't sound the same. Food didn't taste like anything. Friends became distant, not because they left, but because I did. I'd quoted texty stopped picking up calls. I stopped showing up. And most painfully, I stopped caring. I remember one night, sitting in the dark, scrolling through messages I never replied to, thinking, would anyone even notice if I disappeared for a while? That's when I realized I needed to do something. Not because I suddenly felt better, but because I knew that doing nothing was slowly destroying me. Depression whispers, you'll never get out of this. But the truth? You can. You will. Maybe not today, but tomorrow. 10 steps to prevent or overcome depression. Let's talk about the steps that helped me and might help you too. These aren't magic tricks. They're small, human things that build up light inside the darkness. 1. Accept that you're not okay. The first step to healing is honesty. Stop pretending that everything's fine. It's okay to admit, I'm not okay right now. There's power in that truth. You don't need to hide your pain to be strong. Being honest about your emotions is strength. I'm struggling, but I'm trying. And that's enough. 2. Talk about it. Depression thrives in silence. The more you bottle it up, the heavier it gets. Find someone, a friend, a family member, a therapist, or even a stranger online who listens without judgment. Sometimes the act of talking, of saying what's been locked inside, lifts part of the weight off your chest. Remember, you don't need to have perfect words. Just say something. Behind every cloud is a clear sky, and talking is the first crack in the clouds. 3. Move, even when you don't want to. When you're depressed, even getting out of bed can feel like climbing a mountain. But movement creates momentum. Walk for 5 minutes. Stretch. Sit outside. It's not about fitness. It's about reminding your brain that life still exists beyond your thoughts. Even the smallest movement is a victory. And victories add up. If not today, then tomorrow. Take one small step. 4. Create a routine. Your anchor. Depression feeds on chaos. When your days have no structure, your mind loses direction. Start small. Wake up at the same time. Make your bed. Eat breakfast. You might think these things don't matter, but they do. They tell your brain, I'm still in control of something. The clearer your routine, the calmer your storm. Behind the cloud of confusion, there's a clear sky of consistency. 5. Limit the noise, especially online. Let's be honest. Social media can be poison when you're low. You scroll and see everyone smiling, traveling, living their best life. And you start to believe you're the only one falling behind. But remember, what people post isn't real life. It's highlights. It's filters. It's fragments. Don't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's movie trailer. If not today, then tomorrow. Take a break. Silence the noise so you can hear your own voice again. 6. Nourish your mind and body. Depression makes you forget the basics. Eating well, staying hydrated, sleeping enough. But your brain is a living organ. It needs fuel to fight. Drink water. Eat something with color. Rest. Even if you can't sleep deeply, you don't have to overhaul your life. Just start with one meal, one night, one healthy choice. because even behind the cloud of exhaustion, your body is waiting to heal. 7. Find something to look forward to. Hope is powerful. It doesn't have to be a big event. It can be as simple as a new show, a walk at sunset, or a call with a friend. Give yourself something tomorrow to wait for, because when you have something to look forward to, life begins to move again. If not today, then tomorrow. Give yourself a reason to stay curious about what's next. 8. Practice gratitude, even when it feels impossible. Know how it sounds. When you're depressed, gratitude feels like a cruel joke. But here's the truth, your brain can't hold gratitude and despair at the same time. Even one small thankful thought can create a crack in the darkness. Be grateful for tiny things, the warmth of sunlight, the sound of rain, the fact that you're still here, still breathing. Behind every cloud of despair is a sky full of small blessings. 9. Help someone else. It sounds counterintuitive. How can I help others when I can barely help myself? But helping someone gives you a sense of purpose. Send a message. Listen to someone who's struggling. Smile at a stranger. Sometimes lifting others helps lift ourselves. If not today, then tomorrow. Choose kindness, because what you give comes back to you in ways you can't always see. 10. Believe that healing is possibly the hardest part of depression is believing it will ever end. You start to think, this is just who I am now, but it's not. Depression lies. It tells you this is forever, but it's not. I'm living proof that light does return. It comes slowly, like sunrise, first a glow, then a shimmer, then warmth on your skin. And one day, you'll realize you laughed without forcing it. You smiled without faking it. You felt alive again. If not today, then tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then someday soon. Because behind every dark cloud, there's always a clear sky waiting. Part 2. The turning point. I remember the day it started to change for me. There wasn't a grand epiphany, no big event, just a quiet moment, sitting with a cup of coffee, sunlight touching my face, and I felt peace. For the first time in months, I didn't feel broken, just human. That's the thing about healing, it doesn't come all at once. It sneaks up on you in moments, in laughter, in calm mornings. And the more you notice those moments, the more they grow. Behind every storm I survived, there was a lesson. Behind every tear, a seed of strength. Behind every cloud, a clear sky that never left. It was just waiting for me to look up. Part 3. A message for you. If you're watching this right now, and you feel lost, please hear me. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're just human, carrying a weight your heart wasn't meant to carry alone. Put the weight down, even just for a moment. You've made it through every bad day so far. You can make it through this one too. You don't have to be positive all the time. You don't have to fake happiness. Just don't lose the belief that tomorrow might be a little lighter. Because healing isn't linear. You'll have good days and bad ones. Days when you feel strong, and days when getting out of bed is the victory. But no matter what, don't stop trying. If not today, then tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then next week. And if you can't find hope right now, borrow mine. Because I promise you, the clouds will part. And when they do, you'll see how much strength you had inside you all along. Behind the cloud is always a clear sky. Always. So, my friend, take care of yourself. Speak kindly to yourself. Be patient with your journey. And remember, the smallest step forward is still progress. You don't have to climb the mountain today. Just keep walking. Because one day, you'll look back and realize you made it through something you once thought you never would. If not today, then tomorrow. And if tomorrow feels too far, then just focus on today. You're still here, and that means there's still hope. If this message reached you, share it with someone who might need it too. You never know whose sky you might help clear. Stay strong, stay gentle, and remember, behind every cloud, there's always a clear sky.